What is going on, my fellow weebs? Chrono here, and welcome back to the channel. You guys know what time it is, another maintenance has passed. Means it's time for another update video, but if you guys are new here, as always, mention I'm Chrono, primarily cover PSO2 content. We'd much appreciate the subscribers work way towards that 10K mark, hopefully by the end of this year. And before we jump into this, over to 3D Chrono to keep the lights on. When BenQ reached out to have me try out their desktop dialogue speaker as a gaming accessory, I have to admit, I wasn't fully convinced. The BenQ desktop dialogue speaker is a sleek-looking Bluetooth speaker consisting of two drivers, making the bass sound more distinctive and having more textures in their music mode. The video learning mode uses voice enhancement tech, which enables you to hear human voices more clearly in videos, and the live learning mode amplifies vocals, eliminating echoes and provides a better experience for things like voice calls or Zoom meetings. It's got easy to access buttons across the top for things like power, volume, and to change between the different modes seamlessly, 3.5mm jack and USB-C port for charging on the back and connecting headphones. We don't have to carry on tons of different chargers with that USB-C port, and a microphone on the front for the aforementioned voice calls and Zoom meetings. Where I was blown away by this product was the 3 different modes can be used for gaming as well. Music mode is great for just general gameplay or playing games with amazing boss music or just background audio in general. The video learning mode made dialogue conversations sound clearer than ever. In some cases, music heavy with vocals sound even better as well. And live learning mode is great to use for just general communication if you're hanging out in Discord with the boys, just chatting or gaming. Now, I also have to admit, this isn't really great for my personal use when it comes to desktop gaming. However, this drastically improved my quality of life in situations like mobile gaming, maybe sitting downstairs on the couch, popping the speaker down on the sofa, or possibly on the coffee table in front of me and getting a great overall experience. If all that sounds great to you, you can find a link in the video description below. Thanks again to BenQ for the opportunity to try the speaker out. Anyway, back to the video. All right, here we are over on the NGS official page. In case you're thinking to yourself, why would I have this guy just read me the patch notes? You can check them out yourself. I'll leave a link in the video description every time. Feel free to pop right on over to it if you don't know how to get to it yourself, but it is just over on ngs.pso2.com. All the important information, anything that's popped up that's new, usually tagged with a little red circle. So if it's here, it's pretty safe to assume that you probably want to know about it. So to start things off, let's pop over to the update details page. If there are any patch notes, they're usually right here, which it looks like there are a few. We've got, so it looks like the duration of the event, they're going to overwrite the urgent quest that's in Redum. With the haunted domain urgent quest, it's kind of funny. They probably should have put that in like Alio or something, but I guess that would override a urgent that people probably want more of. This is why I've said beforehand that there needs to be just one major urgent, not an urgent never region, because this is just getting kind of silly. What was it? The urgent we have in Redum, mining rig, just came out last week, and I know not everyone's going to be, all that upset about it being gone for the duration of the event, but it's just silly that it's been out for a week and now it's already, disappeared until further notice, right? Either way, this is just, new urgent quest for the event, so it overwrites whatever urgent quest is there. I'm sure this is more like what was going to happen regardless, and they just didn't plan for it, so kind of silly. The following new materials have been added to the augment capsule production list in the item lab under exchange enhancement materials. Grand Dreadkeeper. Oh boy. Well, if this thing has potency on it, well, it might end up finally being useful, but we're not going to make that assumption just yet. We can check it in game in just a bit. So over to the update information, we can see, Halloween decor abound, only in Central, but in Redum City as well. So we have in Central and in Redum. Super cool. Even though they just show pictures of Redum, I do like this a lot, actually. This is cool. So using these for thumbnails if they were big enough. Reaper Rappy and Trick or Treat Emperor Rappy. Trick or Treat Emperor Rappy's neighbor Reaper Rappy's been around before. And Ziami is our navigator this time. He's here to scare your socks off. Yeah, okay. As usual, exchange. Okay, we'll go over this shop as well, so don't worry too much about that. We do have new 8 stars. Looks like they're level 60, potential level 6, and enhancement cap plus 70 unlocked. And of course, the augment Setsune Hollow Fiv 23. So I'm assuming that's going to have 20% potency, 35% crit rate, and probably 20% like defensive or whatever the heck it's supposed to be, damage reduction. So nab yourself new cameras, and then they're hard to get items. Oh, they separated the rugged CV. I don't know why they did that, but I guess it's because it's 3 different types of weapon for ruggeds, but yeah, whatever. Each their own, I suppose. So looks like we got rugged CV. I can't tell what these are. That looks like Rivalate, which is interesting. And then the Basilisk, I can tell that one. I'm not sure. Gurren something or other. Oh, I see. It's this. Got it. Okay. Limited time tasks have been added. That's pretty cool. And then the urgent quest Haunted Domain has been added in. So an urgent quest takes place in a training-like space, all orange and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. In this quest, equip the special armament mobile cannon ECS and take down unique enemies using elemental bullets. You have to use, okay, so there's specific elemental bullets around. You have to use those to take down these elemental enemies. I guess your gear is going to matter a little bit less. This might be why they updated the cannons to reflect the proper weapons. Holding ARCS records for training in narrow cage rank 2, solo and all classes. Added. New dual quest is coming out too, phase 3. I still think this is a bit of a throw. Make this phase 3 and not just phase 2 like part 2 or something, but to each is their own, I suppose. We have a new dual quest to farm out, and this will probably be what you need. I'm assuming you need the fuses from here to make, oh, they're not in here, they're on the previous page. You'll need the fuses from here to make the new augment, the Grand Dread, as it will. And then title will score you an icon and a vital gauge. Oh, you get an icon and a vital gauge. Interesting. I'm not sure what, is it these? I guess it's these vital gauges. Ooh, and get Orange's vital gauge. I like it. There's a new rank added to Maquid lower level. So anyone who was like, oh, what about Maquid? Maquad. This is where they'll be adding in Maquad lower levels next rank. So now you can farm Maquad lower level like you guys have wanted to. I'm not sure who wants to farm this zone because its spawn or its packs kind of suck, but hopefully that got fixed somewhat with this update. I honestly doubt it. We also have new build parts. We have school and nightclub motifs. Interesting. Oh, these are re-releases of previous build parts. Gotcha. And then Mission Pass Season 25. We'll take a look at in just a little bit here. We also have the Spriggan collab has finally started up. So login items give us stuff for the creative spaces. And then there's the AC scratch. I'll be honest, just looking at this, I'm not super, like, I think the only thing I really care about is like this knuckle camo is kind of cool. If this color changes, I'm down. If not, it's like only okay. That's really, oh, this is cool. I like this a lot. This looks cool, but Spriggan logo's down here, so I'm kind of like meh, you know. And then, oh, that's something else. That's next week's stuff. Okay, so that's all there is for the update information. Some information about price changes. Let's see what this is all about. Looks like prices have been revised in some regions in order to reflect the latest currency rate changes. Due to the exchange rate fluctuations over time, prices have differed in some countries and regions. In response, we've adjusted prices in some regions to ensure prices are appropriate for each region. If you live in the following regions, please check your prices in the store or your platform. So there was an error discovered in the list of eligible regions. Singapore was listed in error as an eligible country. In fact, Indonesia was the country that we had intended to list. Apologize. Okay, so it's Indonesia, Malaysia, Turkey, Colombia, South Africa, and Argentina. I guess this is just to reflect the fluctuations in their currencies. I'm not sure if it's been cheaper for you guys or if it's been more expensive. Hopefully it is now what it should be. Maybe it was more expensive and they made it cheaper. Fingers crossed, right? Known issues. Let's see. Updated issues in a section. Selecting ARCS decoy while wearing certain salon items in creative space may cause the game to crash. Okay. That's a pretty intense bug. So interesting. Limited time tasks were released on 10/18. Let's see. They notified the following issue with limited time tasks released on literally today. Okay. Seasonal breaking through limits 1, military enhancement basics 1, military enhancement basics 2, and then military enhancement basics 3. The tasks for the above limited tasks state that items dropped from enemies in combat sectors rank 2 or higher. However, the items dropped combat sectors rank 3 or higher. Okay, so it's supposed to be rank 3. Why don't you just, if you know this is the problem, like change it before it comes out? I guess it came out right when the servers went live. That sounds like a proofreading mistake, honestly. And then confirm the bug in limited time task. Don't have to complete the task. Okay. We confirm that task progress advances even when the progress under the details displays 0 out of 1. Okay, so nothing burger. We're good here. Spriggan collab. Login bonus theme stuff for build parts. And that's mostly it. It's just login theme stuff. And I think the AC scratch, right? Yep, and then the AC scratch. I'm not super hyped about this. It's kind of a throw that these are set wear and they're not like outerwear and innerwear. But with collaborations, sometimes they want like, their look to maintain whenever they're doing the collaboration. So this is pretty, par for the course. Usually depends on whatever the collaboration idea is. But we can see some of the other stuff. Nothing too crazy here. Like I've always mentioned, Skulls goes through the AC scratch in more depth. So in case it's more your jam, you want to see all that good stuff, feel free to check out Skulls Nightshade. There should be a link to her YouTube channel on mine. Just check out our channel and then pop over, you'll see hers. Premium PSO2 day is on its way. Usually starts the 21st. Yep, it ends on the 23rd. Starts in the evening, ends in the morning. NGS blocks, we get EXP 20%, rare drop rate 50%. Keep in mind, this does not affect LC or Lucille exploration, the rare drop rate, but the experience rate, I believe, does. Limited time tasks for PSO2 day as always. And then for PSO2, like base game blocks, you have 100% increase on fun. Experience earned, rare drop rate earned by 200%, and then gathering fever occurrence plus 100%. And then, of course, there's also augmentation success rate up by 15%, item enhancement success rate up by 10%, enhancement EXP plus 15% when enhancing a weapon. So keep it up there. Most important thing is free 50 SG, so we take those. And of course, the Arcs Rappy spawns in place of regular Rappies whenever you are in those areas in base game. So super cool there. And then the event calendar lets us know what else is going on, what's ending and what's starting up. You can see on the horizon we have some movie campaign, or sorry, the limited concert movies, so on and so forth. Remix stuff. We actually already started getting some of this stuff, so that's super cool. But that's about it for official articles. Let's pop in game and see what's going on. One sec. So here we are in game. I'm going to take a look at the mission pass really quick. Mission pass isn't too notable. I mean, got some pretty cool fashion stuff mixed in here. You can't see that with my pants. Kavaris stuff. I don't remember this specifically, but I also didn't really use very much Kavaris gear, so nothing too crazy there. Doesn't look like there's anything specifically new. Let me just thumb through this really quickly. I don't remember them mixing in stuff like this. Actually, is it just me, guys, or are the upper tiers being filled out a bit more all of a sudden? Hang on. Yeah, the upper tiers are actually being filled out a bit more with things like minerals. Not a bad thing, I suppose. Other than that, it's the usual fare we have. Looks like Kavaris is the theme this time around. And the glide is roboted work B, so the black robot. That's kind of cool. I will say it as I always do. Looks like, what was it, tier 24? Only one personal shop use pass. There should definitely be more, at least 3 across this entire thing. But that's just me personally. One quick thing to note. It looks like we have our first master cube. So 1,000,000 seasonal points will get you a master cube. Honestly, I feel like I earn 1,000,000 seasonal points over the course of the seasonal event whenever I just did, the LTQ and things like that. But I don't think there's a daily LTQ right now, so it might be a little bit harder to farm out. We'll have to see how the seasonal points are balanced out, but 1,000,000 seasonal points this time around. To get a master cube, you need 5 of them, I believe, to use them for the level 20 roll, plus a mil. So that's pretty rough. But that seems to be about it, guys. If I missed anything, feel free to toss it in the comments below. Like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you want to keep up with more, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, everyone. Peace out.